Hi guys, welcome back, Shawnee's Ultimate Reviews. Today I'm going to be doing a special video. It was a last minute thing, it's actually the day before Anzac Day. I'm going to go out and pay tribute to those who died on the warfields for all of us. One thing that has annoyed me, even though I'm not on sides, I don't follow left, right, none of that bullshit. I just do what's right, what I think's right. And a lot of the woke people have come out now, or lefties, whatever you want to call them, I don't really give a shit. But they're coming out complaining about Anzac Day and how like it's a day for bogans to go out and drink and so forth. And like I've been out drinking on Anzac Day plenty of times. And a lot of those people show more respect than the people that aren't drinking who just don't give a shit what happens. So today we'll go and pay a tribute the day before Anzac Day because I think it's disrespectful to go and film on the day. So we're going to go for a tour around some of these sites around where I live, Bacchus Marsh, around the area, and we're going to pay tribute to the people that died for our way of life and for people who were forced to go to these wars and they didn't have a choice. These were pretty much kids that went to these wars and fought for us. So let's go and pay tribute to what they've done and our way of life and the way things are today. We've got a lot to owe them. Off we go. Okay, I'm at the front of Bacchus Marsh RSL to start off with. I don't know if we'll be allowed to film in here, but we'll film going up to it and just film a little bit of the stuff that's around the area. This is a seat in remembrance of the people that fought in World War I from Bacchus Marsh area. This is an old gun from the 1950s. It's donated to the RSL in 1997. This is the Bacchus Marsh RSL, and what I'm filming first is just the Australian Army Medical Women's Service from World War II, the Darley camp. Just some information on them. Some certificates, memorabilia from that era. Modern day equipment. And that's a list of all the people who enlisted in World War II from Bacchus Marsh.
Do you have any questions you like to ask?
This is from World War II, is it? Or?
No. This is our, well, that's our older uniform before we went dark blue. This dark blue.
Oh yeah, yep.
That's the camouflage, what they call camo jammies. That's the yeah, that's the Navy. You've got that, but they went to this one.
Yep.
That's sailor's uniform. Army. The Corps, I don't know the right, I was ex-Air Force. So,
Okay, yep.
that's an Air Force mess jacket. No, it's Army mess jacket.
What years are these from?
Maybe, yeah, it's definitely 70s or so through to about 2010,
Yep.
2015.
Yep. Oh, so they're up to modern day, yeah.
Some of this might be World War II stuff.
Yep.
The battle type jacket. But most of it is more modern stuff.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. This is World War I.
Okay, yep.
So use those there. That's a tank. Crewman tank, because in there all the bullets and that used to, all the cartridges used to fly around.
Oh, the shrapnel and everything.
Yeah. That's from their own weapons, not from the enemy. You know, someone's made that in the trenches.
Oh, that little tank.
That little tank, yeah.
Oh,
that's
cool.
a World War tank. That's
Yeah.
the first one, the mother.
Yep.
Trench art. It's called trench art.
Yep.
Blokes used to do it in the trench while they were waiting to go over or whatever.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. They're World War II aircraft compasses and
Oh, yeah, yep.
A friend of mine donated those.
All right, we're off to the Avenue of Honour, and that gentleman was very helpful in there, explaining different things I never knew. We're back at a place that I filmed once before, the Avenue of Honour River Circuit Walk. We're not walking around it, we're just going around to show you a few different things. It's named after a guy called Rupert Van Smoon. He actually He led a brigade of light horsemen back in Gallipoli. He led them to an attack. This guy was well known for pushing his troops to another level, and yeah, he was become pretty much a local legend in this area. Like, this guy never gave up the fight and just kept pushing, showed that Anzac spirit. This is in memory of that Rupert Van Smoon, this place. 1892 to 1986, and he won the Victoria Cross for Valour in 1917. What I'm showing you today is pretty much what happened in one small town, and there's a lot bigger towns around Australia back in the day and a lot smaller. This just shows you the magnitude of what happened back in those days and how many people went to the war. You can't forget like a time like this. All right, this is a map of people that served in World War I around the Bacchus Marsh area. And you have a look, it goes from 1 to 281. So back in them days, this would have been pretty much a tenth of the town. Like, this is going back in World War I, and Bacchus Marsh wasn't that big of a town back then. And every tree is represented by a number. It just shows you how many people actually went over to World War I and served. I'm not sure how many of these people made it back. The statistics in a war, a lot of these people would never have made it back. So that's pretty much shows you why we should be respecting Anzac Day and not making political statements or any other bullshit statements from the left, right, woke, or whoever it wants to be. Like, just to remember what the day's about. Don't talk shit about it. I'm just sick of watching the news and the amount of bullshit that goes on about it. Like, I might lose viewers over this, but I don't really give a shit. All these trees represent people who served in World War I from Bacchus Marsh. As I was just showing you the map, these are all the soldiers that pretty much went to the war, and a lot of them never came home. And for such a small town, yeah, this is a big chunk of the town that went. A lot of these trees have plaques on them, a lot of them don't. Some of them gone missing over time, some have been replaced. I've said it a few times now, but this is one town out of many around Australia that went to the war. Every town has a story like this, pretty much. Right, we stopped off to get some flowers to lay at one of the memorials, either today or tomorrow. And we're off to Lake Miramu now, where they've got another little shrine they've made there. All right, we'll see you soon at Lake Miramu. Down at Lake Miramu now, 10 minutes out of Bacchus Marsh. Beautiful setback for a memorial. And we're coming up to this memorial. The Koimade, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Avenue of Honour. It was planted here in 26th of June 1918. With the construction of Lake Miramu completing its demise, the remnants now lie under those waters. 2013, it was re-established to replant the avenue and acknowledge the efforts of those who enlisted and served to their country. This park is the result. So yeah, this memorial was made in 2015, and as we drive out, the trees aren't as big as the ones on the Avenue of Honour in Bacchus Marsh, but you'll see they've started a new Avenue of Honour up here. And these are the enlistees in World War I, Kumudai and district connections. Just shows you how many soldiers served in so many different areas.